So let's jump into this, and I want to start off with a case study, and it's red hot, fresh off the presses. Some of you actually were on this webinar. Okay, so I did a webinar this last Tuesday. Some of you were there with Daniel Hall. Just give you some behind the scenes numbers. We had 618 people click the registration link. Okay, so they clicked over to the registration page. 394 of those people registered for the webinar. You can do some simple math and figure out what that registration rate is. I think it was 60-something%. You know what, let's just do it here, because I always monitor this stuff, and I teach my clients to monitor this as well. But let's just say there's 394 people registered, 618 clicks. As a 64% opt-in rate. That's really, really high, by the way, especially for a page that I don't have any control over what it looks like. I'm just putting text in to go to webinar, okay? But it worked, all right? 128 people showed up live for the webinar. I closed. Some of you don't know this. Some of you bought last week on this webinar, on Tuesday. Some of you bought, and since then. But I closed 30% of the people that were on the webinar live. Okay, that's high. That's really, really high, and it's because I know a lot of things. One is it was a great market message to market match. That's, you know, I couldn't go do that webinar in front of a bunch of people. Veldine says, me, I bought. I couldn't do that webinar to, let's say, a group of real estate agents. Okay. A coaching cash cow would make no sense to them. I might make a couple of sales, but it wouldn't be that. So it's a good message to market match. I'll teach you how to understand your market more intimately and know who to go after. But the fact is I closed a lot of people, but it didn't stop there. Because of the system that I use and the way I build my process, I even do it different than Daniel, and he's asked me a few times about the way I do my stuff. Yeah, Barbara says that's about $7,500. We're not done, Barbara. Anyway, worked the replay with my system, and to date, we've sold over $10,000 in climbing, Barbara, from that one webinar. So it's still going. And we had a special price even that expired, and people have still bought at the upgraded price, the increased price after the deadline, because it's a great offer. And I'll talk to you about offers here in just a minute when I go over to my other set of slides and share the details. But the fact is that they work. These are, when I first did this, these are all $197 sales. There are like lots of them, and I haven't gone. Let me go back, because I haven't gone back and done new screen caps lately, but these are, if you'll notice, these are all days apart, okay, like the next day and the next day and the next day. These are all sales. Suffice to say that webinars over the next 12 months will be responsible for the front end of our marketing system that'll bring us about $1 million in sales. I believe in them, okay, no question about it. They are our #1 primary list building and front-end sales getting tool, and then we use them for upsells for bigger ticket products as well.